me cater to you. Let me cater to you. Let me cater to you. I wanna let you know, girl, that you live and I am what you do. So I need to reassure you, my life will be purpose without you. If I want it, I'm gonna ask you. Flying into you, challenge me for the better for you. Let me cater to you.
Hello, everyone. Hello. And I am so glad you are here today with me. And we're going to talk about something and everything. We're going to get into it. But I just wanted to say hello, and hopefully each and every one of you all are doing fantastic. Welcome back. That's the next thing I have to tell y'all. Welcome back, and welcome back to the channel. Then you had to come over here. You sure did. But you were like, let me go see what they're talking about. I know she ain't talking about nothing but a piece of shit. But it's something. And I'm going to go on over there and get me my little kikis and my little ha-has. Okay? But don't forget, as you come into the house, or when you leave in the house, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Come off that fence, come off that curb, come from in the bushes. Just come on into the house. And I say, welcome to my YouTube family. Okay? But as we always have to say, like, share, and subscribe, and comment. I like the comments, even though y'all be coming for a sister, but it is what it is. That is my channel. Okay? That's my original channel. And this is my second channel. All right? We need you all to go over there, do your thing, subscribe to the channel so we continue to grow. All right? But we know we have to use this fair disclaimer act. Everything we doing over here is alleged. Alleged. Get it into your mind. Everything you hearing over here at the house is alleged. Okay? Because we don't know nothing to be factual, because we too sorry to go into, just to go into investigating the situation. Unless it's just one thing that just picking at me, just gnawing at me, and I have to go see it for myself. But then that would be an exclusive. Okay? So, we don't get too much into those, but we got to have a talk. We got to have a conversation. We got to get into it, because this person that we're going to be talking about, child, I can't keep it undercover any longer. We got to talk about it. We got to have a conversation. And why don't we get right on into it? Hey fam, just wanted to come out and talk to y'all about what the social media waves and radio have been talking about. T.I. and his son getting into it, King. A bunch of nonsense, but I guess if he's feeling some kind of way towards his dad, he just didn't want to, let people think T.I. is this, that, and the third. And both of them were wrong in my book. I would let him completely, was taught to say his junk. Then when we got home, it would have been a different story. But it seemed like everybody was so upset in the social media world. Some say that T.I. did the right thing, putting hands on him, restricting him from moving until he was, finished talking with them or whatever. He took control of the situation. It got a little physical. But what can you say when you got a child that's living on his own? I guess he living on his own. I don't think he live with his grandmama no more. But, he drives. He has a car, a Jeep. So how he's making his money, I really don't know. Because I thought when he was taking some courses, maybe a couple of courses in college somewhere here in Georgia. But it seems like he wants to be a part of the music industry as well. And I'm sure his dad has helped him too. Different things you got to do to stay out there and stay out there being relevant, and people still talk about you. But let's listen to a little audio that they had on T.I. podcast about the situation.
My boy.
Man,
I like to be in the neighborhood.
Yep.
With the kids outside.
You wanted to go over there.
Yeah.
So you made it seem like we were sending you over there.
No.
You cried and cried and cried when you couldn't go over there.
You know what I'm saying?
I always say, King, stay home, stay home. Hey, man, you would hold your breath, turn red in the face.
Look, we done got big house.
Yeah.
Big yard.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
That when you learn and create your own entertainment.
I was outside. I want to play football, basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of one that I was.
But you want to be from the ghetto so bad.
Yeah, man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my house. And right after we done, when them cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
Let you tell it. You was an orphan.
I was never an orphan. That was Batman. That's Batman's story. I'm a grandma boy.
Man,
I like to be in the neighborhood.
Yep.
With the kids outside.
You wanted to go over there.
Yeah.
So you made it seem like we were sending you over there.
No.
You cried and cried and cried when you couldn't go over there.
You know what I'm saying?
I always say, King, stay home, stay home. Hey, man, you would hold your breath, turn red in the face.
Look, we done got big house.
Yeah.
Big yard.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
That when you learn and create your own entertainment.
I was outside. I want to play football, basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of one that I was.
But you want to be from the ghetto so bad.
Yeah, man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my house. And right after we done, when them cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
Let you tell it.
But T.I. was right in a sense that saying that his son King want to be ghetto so bad, or he want to have a background where he's like known as the big kingpin, you know, the big man on the block. And T.I. don't want his son to be, you know, selling, you know, what you call that stuff. We're going to say ooh wee. Selling it and giving it to somebody else to make millions off of. He wanted King to stay in school and be around people that not going to get him in trouble and mess with him graduate from high school, which we know he did graduate. I don't really know what he's trying to prove. Trying to compete, I guess, with his dad because he wants to be a hardcore rapper, but how can you when you ain't experienced nothing but the privileged life? So I think brother need, all of them need counseling to a certain degree. You know, I think they need to do individual counseling, especially with King, because it seems like he has so much anger, so much rage, so much displacement of what family's supposed to be and do for their own. Because he understands with that big house came responsibility. With that big yard came responsibility. And whatever else is in the premises of his home, he shouldn't be worried about. He should be loved. He should be thankful. But how King was explaining stuff, he wanted to build basketball. Well, he wanted to play basketball. He wanted to play football. He just wanted to be with everyday kids. I guess he feels that life was stolen from him because he's having to have to be behind, well, be in a mansion and it'd be behind, where it kind of hides him from what life is really about. And I guess that's why he chose to go to his grandma's house. But I did a video, it's probably in my archive now. You have to go way on back. When, damn, I just forgot my train of thought, what I was trying to say. You see where I was going with this, Johnson? Johnson. Leave my child gone. Chauncey. Oh, you're not there? I forgot my train of thought. I said I forgot my train of thought. Where I was going with this. Sam, y'all gotta help me out. Did y'all see the video I just played? And like I said, I think it's a cry for help for King. But other people think he's grown, which to me, when you have the teen on it, 17, 18, 19, you're still a teenager in a sense. So you don't really know about navigating the waters of living life on your own. But I think currently he may have his own place where he stay. And definitely grandma ain't finna come over there to live with him because she got her own pad. And I guess he has to take himself over there to see her because more so he's getting more love, it seems like, from the grandmama than he feel with his own parents. Because they're always in the mood of making money moves. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But you have to take advantage and be responsible and take accountability for the kids that you do have. I mean, Tiny even said on that particular episode where they were filming at home and he was a little younger. I may have been like 13, 14 years old. And he was telling his dad he didn't want to go to school no more. Because people that don't have a high school graduation diploma nor college, they making money on YouTube. And some of them are really heavy hitters out there. They got like 400,000, 500,000, and he wants to do that. And T.I. was saying, nah, you need to put in the work. Meaning, go to school, stay out of trouble, go to college if you must. But he definitely was saying, get your high school diploma, and at least the world will open up to you, especially with his ties in the industry. But what's his name? Dominic. Yeah, the money is on fire with his a couple of songs I heard. It's almost like a J. Cole. What is that other guy name that married? Who did that guy marry? Oh, I can't think of it anymore. But he used to play the keyboard when he used to sing his song. Kind of made you feel like you were listening to a what's her name? God, I can't remember the person's name. Angie Stone. It kind of gave that kind of vibe. And I think they were messing with each other. Or they had a kid together. I can't think of his name. But y'all know him. He's urban, Europe. What do you call it? Euro soul type of music. Oh boy, what was I thinking of? It's not retro. It's not that. It's neo soul type of a feel that the money is putting out there, on the streets. He's performing around here in Atlanta, at little shops and stuff, like little clubs, little venues. But yeah, he's like a little neo urban soul type of feel good music, and it makes sense. He's not all this auto tune and cussing and stuff in the pieces of music he has. Everything's just like you could relate to what he's singing about. Where you got King on the other hand, brother man want to go out there and rap and just play like he's from the hood. And T.I. so eloquently told him, you a suburban hood person, okay? Meaning, you ain't getting in no trouble. And if you did get in trouble, your parents gonna come bail you out. You live behind a gated community. You have to be buzzed in. You can't just like show up in their cul-de-sac or in their neighborhood and think you're gonna go straight up to their house. No, they have they stay in a gated community. They want to know how, when, where, and what you have to going on to come and see T.I. Unless it's the kids. I'm just talking about, say, if I wanted to go over there and I knew the money had invited me, I would still have to be questioned before they would open them gates up to me so I can go on over there and kick it with T.I. and the family, and the money. But I understand his reasoning for wanting to do things on his own and want people to see his work and not compare the two, meaning don't compare what he's doing musically to their dad, T.I. So that was a trip, but I was like, what? Wait a minute, we done heard T.I. say what he had to say. He had to put hands on his son, not viciously. It wasn't viciously done. It's just he just got tired of his son jumping in Tyne's face, I guess, and just pretty much, I don't know, how would you say it? Like, it's kind of like sit your butt down somewhere because you're not going to talk about me or your mother as bad as you're sounding. Because I really had said vocally that you're embarrassing yourself. Your car's going in reverse. I thought that was so cute. I said, what are you talking about, car going in reverse? Then I got to thinking about it. I said, yeah, when you're driving forward, you making it do what it do. And as long as you don't stop, doors are going to open up for you if you have said talent. And really, nowadays, you don't have to have talent because you can push the worstest person out there and maybe got a little voice to them, and you can make him a megastar overnight. Because like I said, all this stuff is like being tapped or being told what to do or what's going to happen, but you can't speak on it. We going to work that issue out or that concern behind closed doors. Even you not going to know how it's going to work out, So, like I said, I wasn't that surprised because King is like a time bomb ticking. He's going to be everywhere whenever he feels like it. And T.I. and Ty just got to brace for the backlash. Because now he's saying he would, if he could be paid $10,000, he'll do an interview with whoever wants to do that. I said, this boy crazy. That was a good move, of course. But rich people aren't, buying your music. It's the ghetto type of hood rats that are out there buying the music. And it may be some middle class or upper class, but they're not going to entertain all that cussing and trying to understand the lyrics and why would you say this about a female. And it's just that's crazy. The music industry is just crazy. Don't know why children, when they're still in their teen years, want to go to Hollywood, wants to go and make that quick million overnight. When definitely it doesn't work that way around. But for some, they may get in advance. They may say, okay, I'm going to sign you to our record label. I'm going to give you $1 million, to do all you have to do. And if you have anything saved over, we got to see if we can give it to you. But first, it's like, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be advertising and marketing for you. We need you here, this, there, and everywhere. You got to hire an agent to keep you steadily booked and busy. But T.I. has learned that. It took him a while because, everybody has to grow to a certain extent when they want certain things. So if you're not going to be motivational for yourself, then you might as well just sit back, relax, chillax, and get out of the other people's way that are coming up there doing this darn thing, driving the totem pole, not totem pole, but driving, let's just say the car, just driving down the street in the car with no cares and no worries because you're already taken care of. That's the, similarity I was trying to make between everybody wants to go to Hollywood, but nobody wants to prepare for what Hollywood would want you to do for them. It's not something you just go in with talent, you know you good and all this, that, and the third. And in actuality, you don't even have to be good for them to try to make a superstar out of you. Okay? Because there's too many out there that can sing. And I would love to say the South bring out the best in singers wherever they decide to go with whatever platform they feel they need to be marketed on. So it's really a business. That's exactly what it is. Demonic type business. And even when churches, they're only there for a business. Not all pastors, but I'm just speaking, generally that nothing is given to you for free. Even when you go to church, they always want an offering, and they want you to do your tithes, and then they might have a building fund coming up, and they just want you to take all their parishioners, basically want to just put them in debt, because that too is a situation where they get money from Well, they don't have to pay taxes on their money, but they have to show the real and final taxes for the year. But that's how the rich stay rich, okay? But I think it's sad that T.I. son King is still being in these streets and staying on social media trying to act like a hood little boy, even though he's a suburban hood. I still don't think he was fighting nobody in the community he was living in either. And I couldn't believe that King was still trying to suck on a pacifier at the age of 12. Now, that's development growth is not there. Something is wrong, and I don't know why T.I. and Tiny haven't made it publicly known since he did it on a public platform. But to basically listen to him, because I could hear hurt every time he's saying something, because that's not normal behavior, especially one that has no worries, no need to worry, because everything's taken care of in the house of Tiny and Tiny and T.I. My daughter said the big red Clifford. Y'all remember red big old dog Clifford? She used to call T.I. that because his name was Clifford. I was like, oh girl, I bust out laughing. That was quite funny. But she calls him the big red dog. And you just can't be it's out there messing with anybody. And like I said, he basically wanted to, how we say it, be a normal boy growing up. But the fascination with growing up in the hood or being hood, I don't know where that came from. Because if anything, if T.I. can give anything, where he could do things differently, he would go back and not probably do all that. Or definitely not get caught doing it. The way selling it, y'all know what I'm talking about? And he probably breaking in people's cars and houses too. Just don't know who he was running with at the time. But he didn't want that type of life for his daughter nor his sons. Or 2 daughters. Well, it's 3 daughters. And his sons. It's a terrible, terrible thing when children go against their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like they have no respect for them. And they just want to just get away with putting them somewhere, meaning the parents, when they don't agree. So, I guess we could ask grandmama what's going on with, he did give me a chuckle. I'm going to tell the truth. I was like, what in the world has T.I. done to his children now? Because it seems like it always falls back on the parents and what they should have did about seeing these problems he was having and handling them appropriately. That didn't do it. That didn't happen. The only love he had was for his nana, his grandmama, Tiny's mom. And we as grandparents, we're gonna not treat our grandparents way when it comes to the older years, like in your 60s and 70s or whatnot. He did not, or she did not want him to feel left out. So in a sense, I guess he is her mama and the grandma, because maybe Tiny didn't show them much love. I mean, Tiny had said something about the pacifier, and he didn't need it, and he didn't have it over there with them. So don't know if that's a what do you call it? A mechanism? No, not a mechanism. I don't know. I think he should have been taken to a psychologist and maybe had some therapy. Because, like I said, it's not normal that your children want to be in another situation where people have access to them, but the parents want them to be behind closed doors, be safe, because you never know. People can steal you, and then they be calling us talking about ransom and all that stuff. And just other, you can get caught up in, some pretty bad stuff when you're in certain environments and you in certain communities and states. Some, each state got a little hood in them that nobody wants to go to. I know we have a little couple of them here in Atlanta. So I tell you, I don't know. I don't know. You want to say the parents didn't do what they needed to do, didn't raise him, didn't put hands on him or whatnot to straighten him out. I don't know. I mean, because how he was saying at the outburst that he didn't want to be around drunk people. So I don't know if T.I. was kind of a little drunk when they was taping and all this, and he felt some kind of way. And he probably feel the way that probably don't like him too much because he know T.I. had cheated in the past on his mama. And I know that hurt. Is it Major? The little one? Before? Oh, let's see. What was his name? Damn, I can't remember his name. But y'all should know what I'm talking about. But this the money, y'all. Y'all need to download his music. Or I don't know if it's out for the public to buy. Everything might be online. But I want to thank y'all for coming by. I know I was rambling and forgetting some stuff. But hey, just get what I give you. Because that means it's time for you to go to bed. Or it's time for me to relax my mind. Alright? But y'all be blessed and I'll see y'all next video. Bye-bye.